Voice check. Voice check. Voice check. Good evening everybody, and welcome to the live stream of round 3 of the World Tour Racing Club Hankook GT Championship. We're in the United States of America at Watkins Glen, and today it's in the evening a bit. It's sunset and we are preparing ourselves for round 3 of the GT Championship. And this time the guys are coming out with the Hurricane GT3 Lamborghini, and we see TSG Sonam, TSG Ultimate Sin coming in. And while we're waiting on the rest of the drivers, the schedule for this evening is we start with qualifying at 8:15, so in about 14 minutes we start a 15-minute qualifying. 15 minutes where the guys can give what they have in it to set that pole position, and then we head over and start with a 50-minute race. On the starting grid there's only a certain amount of fuel allowed for the guys. It's about 45 liters that they'll take off with. And for this round, a little extra rule has been pointed out by myself as a race director, and that is the following: that the pit entry, the guys have to follow the pit entry trajectory, the yellow line coming towards the final turn. There starts the pit entry. They are not allowed to cut in across that line. That's for safety reasons. The penalty entrance and exit in game has been turned off because it's a bit too harsh. In GT7, if you just even touch that line, then you get a penalty. But the drivers have been warned not to cross that line, to follow nicely the pit entry and the pit exit. This will be double checked after the race in replay on every driver if they did that correctly. If not, a 3-second penalty can be given for each offense of that rule. And we have RTA Cullinan coming in also. Mike is present here. Enrico Playborst coming in. We're in the middle of the season now, round 3. We have 5 rounds. So after here at Watkins Glen, we go to Suzuka in Japan, and then we will have round 5 after that. And then it will be round 5 will be a little bit special, as it will be a 90-minute race at the circuit of Le Mans. The Le Mans circuit, as we are with GT3 cars, it will be with chicanes, but the championship there, the final round, as I said, it would be a little bit special, as the guys will be allowed to choose one of the 4 cars that they have driven this championship. That means they can choose any of the 4 cars for that round, for the final round. So that will be very interesting to see that final round, who is gonna pick what car. And joining us also is Morris Garage. He's also in. We do have to mention that TSG EP3 will not be racing in this championship, as he has skipped, as he hasn't turned up for 2 rounds, and this round he also wouldn't turn up, so his registration has been cancelled by race director. No worries, Morris, as you texted us for waiting, but we don't have to wait because qualifying will start in exactly, and I'm looking at my clock, as every driver here knows, I follow the clock on the dot, or I try to. So we have 9 minutes left, and I'm putting out that message as I said it here on the stream. Now I know a lot of drivers are following the stream. So thanks guys for tuning in. That way you also can a bit follow what's going on. And do please feel free to join me on the live chat on YouTube. I am also live there. So on the channel we have Daniel Danker saying hello, good luck to the drivers. A good evening from Mike. To myself and the rest, of course. And Andrew, thanks for waiting, Major Tom. Well, I don't really have to wait. You're on time, buddy. So I'm waiting on Sue Kevin, and I'm quickly grabbing all the administration that comes with it. So I'm at the moment missing Dylan. RTR Courier, I'm sorry man, but you are not a registered drivers. Now Sue Kevin has come in. I'm sorry for guys that follow the stream. This is only registered drivers only. I don't want any confusion. The guys know, the drivers know also the rules, that there is no use of the chat box the chat box here in the game once the race has started. We don't want to disturb anybody. Now, as we had last week an issue with Sue Kevin, who was there, who was doing his qualifying, but I couldn't see him. So I need to ask Kevin to get into his pit box. Not on track, please, not on track. And let's see if I can see him. I promised him I would double check that, and I can see him. Okay, just a second guys, I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption guys. That was just a double check from our friend Kevin to make sure that he's really there. On the YouTube channel, yes, Adam, I can see Morris, no problem. Sometimes it skips boxes. Dankert, Mike, Cullinan, Enrico Playborst, TSG TS040. We have Morris Garage, and we have Kevin and TSG Sonam. So at the moment, looking into the list, I can see everybody, guys. So we have 5 minutes until we start the 15-minute qualifying lap. The qualifying 15 minutes is timed exactly on the dot of 15. So once we hit the 15 marker, I do press start. Now during qualifying, the guys know that I will text them a countdown minutes so they know where they're at, so they can just keep going. And as the drivers can see, and we all can see, it's starting to get a little bit darker outside. I hope Gran Turismo 7 will provide me with enough view of the drivers around on track so that we can follow everybody nicely. And we have 3 minutes on the clock right now. Adam Warren, he's saying on the stream that he's nowhere today. Well, knowing him, he'll probably try to cut some grass or something. But I wouldn't try it here. Cullinan, if you're following the stream, you texted here something in the in-game chat. Now I'm guessing that it's written in Greek, so I can't read that. Don't really know what it says. Maybe send me on Messenger if it's urgent. We have 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. Now during qualifying, the guys that are not yet on the grid, they can still join the lobby. Registered drivers can still join the lobby during qualifying. Of course, that will give them less time to set a lap. So at the moment we are missing RTR Dylan, who performed last time really well. Had a great fight with Cullinan on Spa. And we hope that everything goes well once qualifying is done, and that we get a proper starting grid. Because I do have to put out a mention towards Kevin, and I want to thank Kevin for racing. Even though it was very frustrating, as he did set the fastest qualifying lap at Spa, and he had to start all the way from the back. So he did race from the back. Thanks for that commitment, Kevin. Okay, and it's 8:15, so it's time for qualifying, guys. Green light for qualifying 15. And let's head over to the guys and look at that. A beautiful train of cars going into the sunset here at Watkins Glen. And it's TSG Sonam who exited the box first. And we see the guys warming up their tires. So Kevin, we have Mike nicely out the box, Enrico Playborst, then Morris, and TSO40. Eric, he's taking his time, he's letting everybody pass. He wants nice clean air. Sonam coming through the final corner, and he will be crossing the line now, and his time has started. I will display race info. There we go. Tire and fuel wear I won't put on the stream yet. I did hear that some of the drivers trained really well before this round. For some of them, the track was new, so they followed the track experience. Did that a few times just to get to know the track, as it is a new track to Gran Turismo 7. And for the World Tour Racing Club, it's the first time that we come here. And why not to immediately put it down to business with a sunset. And we will be heading into darkness this race. So we have 3 minutes of qualifying have passed. And we are waiting on Sonam to set the first lap time. And that's a 1:44.5. Let's go to Ultimate Sin now. What does he set? A 1:51.08. And Mike's skipping away. It's Morris with a 1:45.2. And Mike a 1:47.0. TGTS 040, he just picked up 1.5 second penalty. His first lap was a 1:47.9. And so Kevin a 1:52.6. And quickly up to Eric a 1:47.6. And Cullinan, he has set now a 1:44.4. But we still have more than 10 minutes to go in this qualifying session. As fuel in the Lambos will go down, the cars will pick up a bit more speed. 1.5 tenths between Cullinan and Sonam. Morris also in the 44s. No, am I right? No, 45.2. It's Sonam, sorry. A little mistake there. Morris P3 at the moment. Mikey will definitely improve his time around now. That is a 46. That's a second faster as previous lap. So that's good going from Mike. Let's see if Eric improves now. Then P6, P7. I'm expecting he will have 146.1. As I said, all the guys that they're gonna pick up more speed. Everybody's taking already second out of their previous lap. GTS 040. His last lap was a 2:01. So I'm guessing there was a mistake there. Also a bit warming up now, getting into that flow of Watkins Glen. And so Kevin a 143.0. And here is the leader at the moment, Sue Kevin, with Cullinan 3 tenths behind. Now let's quickly go to Cullinan. Where is he? He crosses the line now with a 43.6. P3 at the moment, TSG Sonam. About 5 tenths behind, 43.9. So these top 3 guys, they're all doing 43s. Then Morris, he's in the 45s. Ultimate Sim also in the 45s. GTS overall also in the 45s. Then Enrico also in 45s. It's really getting close now. TSG Mike a 152, but he did do a 46. Let's see if Cullen, and where is he? Here he is, right behind Morris. He's improving. 1.5 tenths. That's Sector 3. He now comes into the final sector now. Coming into pit lane. I'm guessing that they're gonna put on fresh tires. Of course, no fuel. And off he goes. I do need to remind before we start the race, guys, follow the complete pit lane entry lines, please. Cullinan just presented us with how you exit the pit lane perfectly. And Sonam, he has improved his time. Now with 3/10. And P4 at the moment for Morris. Morris, look at that, a 1:44.5. Morris also in the 44s. Eric also. Mike, he's still in the 45s. Ultimate Sin also. And GTS PS4 also. And again a penalty for him. A 1 second penalty. And Kevin, he's still holding on to that 1:43.0. And Sonam has taken P2 now with a 1:43.1. That's really close. These guys, I'm looking at my clock, and they have 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes left. I need to quickly chat. Put that in the chat. That's about 2 laps that everybody still can do. Colin, what can he do now? The top 3 there are really close to each other. 1/10 between Sonam and Kevin. Is Kevin gonna hit the 42s? He might be able to. Don't know what his tire wear at the moment is, and he does a half a second now. And he's coming up to the final sector. He's almost there. If he can keep that, then that will be a 42.6. I guess it's gonna be something like that. Now the final turn, that's a crucial one. That's such a crucial one. You want to get that drive out of there, right next to the barrier. Full power out. And a 42.3. That was a really nice lap from Kevin. And Cullinan, a 43.0. He doesn't now, but he needs that 42. We still have 2 minutes to go. Sonam, unfortunately has a 1.5 second penalty, so it's not going to be this lap. He might be able to do one more lap after this. He's improving, And he said, watch out for the track limits. But it is pushing it to the limit now. One more minute, guys, 1 more minute. What a close battle this is. These times are going up and down. 42.3 now for Kevin. Sonam, he's gotten rid of that penalty. Cullinan, and I'm guessing when Cullinan crosses the line, that will be race start. So Kevin is into the pit lane. And end of session, guys. It's race start. We are 15 minutes. We are 15 minutes in, guys. Well done, well done, well done to all the drivers. We will be heading over and we start the race. Guys know how it works. Oh, we have somebody there on the straight into the wall. Watch out, guys. And we are off in 7 seconds, guys. Have a good race, everybody. That was an amazing qualifying to see. I'm quickly heading back over to the YouTube live chat. And I hope that, there you go. We have Sue Kevin now in P1. Now everything works this week, this round. And we are waiting on green light. And we are off, guys. And the camera doesn't want to do what I want it to do. That's Gran Turismo 7, of course. I can only go on board with Kevin. Sonam. Let's see if I'm gonna back out really quickly. I'm gonna go back in, and now we have it, guys. Leading the way on lap 1, Sue Kevin. Behind is Cullinan. Then we have Sonam. Cullinan with a 1 second penalty. Ooh, that's gonna hurt towards Sonam. Ultimate Sim P4, Morris P5, Eric P6, Mike P7, TS040, P8. Now cold tires, guys, and it's getting darker, so the drivers will be trying to warm that a bit up. We see RTA Cullinan nicely moving aside to clear that penalty, knowing that Sonam was right behind him. Ultimate Sin, he also got past Cullinan due to that penalty. Oh, Cullinan going wide again. He's got to watch out. A 1.5 second penalty for Sonam. Guys, watch out with the penalties. I know it's close here. And positions are gonna be switching again. We see Ultimate Sim. He was close with Morris. Morris quickly getting up to speed. The Spa round wasn't his day. Struggled with those medium tires. But now he's back. He's back in full force. Now we see that. Watch out for track limits, Morris. Don't cut that chicane too much. And we still have Sonam there with the 1.5 second penalty. That's gonna hurt a bit as he's running in P2, so Cullinan is going to pass him. And he's letting Cullinan pass. Sonam knows that he's gonna need to give that position away anyways. Oh, Sonam, that was Ultimate Sin barely able to avoid him on clearing that penalty. That's it, Sonam's back into P6 with Mike behind him. And TS040, he's 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds behind, and a 1.5 penalty for TS040. Hopefully he can regain his speed again. Up front, 1.5 seconds now for Kevin. then we have Cullinan. The guys are getting into the drive now. Ultimate Sim, he has to watch out. Morris is pushing. He wants to make up ground for previous round. He's showing good pace here now today. Eric, he's also closing in. The Lambos there are getting lighter on fuel and a bit easier to drive. And as darkness is really starting to kick in now, we're on lap 3 now. Next round Suzuki, my apologies. Suzuka will be driving in the early morning, I can give you that. Oh, also a beautiful scenery. I saw TG Sonnen, they're going wide. With Eric taking that position, P5 now for Eric. And Eric keeps pushing towards Morris. Up front, quickly going up front, 1.6 seconds for Kevin. It's a 50-minute race. A one-stopper, a two-stopper, I don't know. That's up to these guys, what they're gonna do. Ultimate Sin. We see him closing into Cullinan now. And he would be dragging Morris with him. Morris is still there. Lost a tiny little bit of time, but it's still a long way to go, so no worries on that. Sonam on P5. He passed Eric again, and I think it's TSG Mike with a penalty. Clear that away. He's 5 seconds behind Eric. And T is 0 for 0 now. He's 3 seconds behind Mike. No lights here around the circuit, which makes it a bit more difficult. Once it gets completely dark. Here you drive in complete darkness. And as you can see on the top left corner of your screen, you can see the mini map and you can see the train of cars and how close they actually are together. I'm sure, like at Spa, that the pit stops will be very crucial. It will change the order. Is somebody fuel saving? Or is everybody here going full power in? At Spa we saw different strategies. So guys switching to the medium compound. Now the guys here are allowed to use any compound they want to use. There's no regulations on that, except of course you have to use brake tires. And we have Cullinan, who just crashed out into the wall, and I'm quickly now gonna turn on so we can see, did Cullinan take damage. He has a 1.5 second penalty, so I hope he's gonna be kind to let Morris pass. He does, he lets Morris pass nicely. He knows I don't have to fight you, Morris. have a 1.5 second penalty standing, and watch out because we have Eric also there and Sonam, so they're both gonna. I'm quickly turning on for you guys everything. Now we can actually see if Cullinan has damage. He doesn't have damage. Okay, good for him. So that means that Eric and Sonam normally are gonna pass Cullen. That sits at the moment Morris in P3. Like I said, he was pushing, and it puts Ultimate Sin into second place, 5.6 seconds behind Kevin now. Good driving so far from the TSG driver. Morris also. He's out for revenge, of course, for the previous round. And we have Cullen, and I hope Cullen moves a bit aside to clear that penalty. There you go, he does that. He did that a few laps ago also. That's nice and fair play. P6 now for Cullinan, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back. Morris, Sonam and Eric there in a fight. Cullinan, he wants to step back up, right behind Eric. Slipstreaming it. Cullinan looking on the outside, the inside. Hopefully there is no. Oh, again, oh, contact, and Cullinan, he is in the wall with damage. Front splitter and suspension damage in the front, in the back. Oh, that was a bit of a push too much there with Eric in that corner. That's unfortunate for the Greek driver. I suspected that he would just slide through that corner nicely, but it's so close. Looking quickly at, let's see, might have penalty. Eric, he doesn't have damage from that point. Sonam P4 now, and he's right behind Morris. 1.5 second penalty again for Sonam. Stick on the track, guys. Don't go on the limits. It's not an easy round, this one. In the darkness and with completely no lights on the track, it does ask complete concentration. Every corner, every lap, every corner entry, every corner exit. You really have to stay focused here, definitely with the Lambo. Morris P3, Ultimate Sin now, P2, and up front, Kevin, he's holding it. He's 8 seconds now ahead of Ultimate Sin. I'm not sure, but I haven't seen a penalty time from Kevin. A little bit of flicking the curve there. Sometimes that helps. Getting the car through the corners. And we see that the pit stops are coming close. Eric in P5. He's again right behind Sonam. Mike, he's 8 seconds behind. Eric. And TS 0401 and once, oh, against the wall there. That's damage for TS 040. That's not good, that's not good. We do have pit stops coming up, but this is not gonna be planned. Now he does see Mike with that 1.5 second penalty. Colin, he has come in. Oh no, he hasn't. The damage here is on light, guys, so your car does get repaired automatically after a certain amount of time, but it does of course set you back. We see that now with Colin. TS040, his car is also repaired on time, and he's right behind Mike now. 1.5 second penalty, Mike. So once he clears that, TS040 will be able to pass him, and I'm quickly going back up to the front with Kevin. And that time stays about steady between him and Ultimate Sim. It's like on what part of the track they are. Let's see what the guys are gonna do with their pit stops. Fuel it up completely, not fuel it up completely, take medium tires, take hard tires. It's completely free choice. Strategy in the championship here is a big factor. There's no tuning of the cars. And on the YouTube stream, good evening, Corey. Thanks for joining and watching, buddy. I hope you're all well. .9 seconds now for Kevin. Ultimate Sim, he also has a 9-second gap towards Eric. And Morris and Sonam, they were in the pit. Fuel and tires, both of them. They decided to come in first. Probably trying to make a bit of an undercut there. Watkins Glen, actually a pretty high-speed track. And we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Was that TSG Mike? Quickly going over to Mike. It was TSG Mike with front splitter damage, and now again into the wall for a second time. That's both suspensions up front, and we have the leaders in the pit. So Kevin Ultimate. So Kevin, he's in the pit outline. There you go, nicely exit. Ultimate Sin, he's also coming out of the pit now. Fresh rubber on it. Fuel into the car. I'm not gonna say how much fuel everybody is taking. That's up to the drivers to find out. And Ultimate Sin and Sonam, both of them into the fight now. They both have pitted. Morris also. I think I saw Sonam there go really wide. Ultimate Sim also. I think he tried to make sure that he doesn't make contact, and I'm guessing that for both of these drivers a penalty time will be given. Not sure, we'll see about that. Now they have Eric right behind there. No penalty is given. That means that both of the drivers didn't touch their gas pedal while they were going wide. So that's good for them. 2.5 tenths between Sonam and Ultimateson, and see if we can quickly go on board with Sonam. Final turn. Power out of here, and look at that. Slipstreaming. Son has more drive out of the corner. That first corner is so tricky. With Ultimateson now, right behind Sonam. Now here comes the high speeds. All the way up to that chicane. What is Ultimateson gonna do? Take the inside? I'll brake? Nah, he lets Sonam go. Smart thing from him to do. If you're not 100% confident on doing that, you better just let go for a sec. And he has to watch out because he has Eric right behind him. We're going quickly on board with Eric. Here we are with Eric now. These three are right behind each other. And at P2 at the moment is Morris. Like we said in the beginning of the stream, we're expecting Morris to push. We see Ultimateson losing a bit of ground on Sonam. Maybe a bit of fuel saving going on there. Eric also. TS040, he's behind Eric 7 seconds. Cullinan in the pit. Medium tires on the car. And Kevin now keeping it nice and steady. Keeping the car in the 143s. He has a 25-second lead now on Morris. But remember, Kevin came in first. No, I'm wrong. No, it was Morris. Morris came in first. P3 now for Sonam. It's all cooling down now a little bit. There's some room coming between everybody. We do have Eric who keeps pushing. His last lap was a 144. TS04, he's also found now his pace. Big struggle for him the first laps of the race. Lost a lot of ground there. Here we're with Mike, and Mike again had suspension damage and splitter. And Cullinan, 1.5 second penalty, but he did come in and he put on the medium tires. So I'm guessing that, I'm guessing that Cullinan is going for a game changer. As at the moment, if I'm correct, he's the only one on the mediums. Now we know that the mediums, they can last longer. Hi, good evening, Nathan, on the YouTube channel. Hope all TAG is well. Yes, well at the moment we have, it's Sonam in P3 and Ultimate Sin in P4. In P6 and 7 is TS040 and Mike. But we still have some ways to go, so we're not there yet. We saw the order change over and over and over again with track limits and some damage cases. Everything now has settled down and everybody has found their way around. I just heard it was Sonam who was a bit sliding through the corners. I did hear some tires, so seconds now for Kevin. And Kevin, lap 14, he set the fastest lap so far of the race is a 1:43.1. Morris in P2, and that screaming of those tires of Sonam previous lap, that was Sonam pushing it. He's trying to get up to Morris. Less than a half a second now. Now passing here is a bit tricky as you have those track limits. But there is definitely room. And we're gonna quickly go back on board with Sonam, who is trying to catch Morris. I've seen him come and look a few times. Where would it be possible to make a nice and clean pass on Morris without endangering himself or Morris? It's also about choosing the right time, the right place. It's all high speed. Morris, he's trying to break off that slipstream, of course. Coming into turn 1. That tricky one that where you can go wide or not wide. Morris is closing every door that he can. Any spot that is possibly... Oh! Sonam, he's right next to him now. Oh, Morris taking on the inside. Nicely done. Defended that off like a bullet. So Sonam knows, okay, there it's not going to work out. Taking on the inside here, Morris a bit wide, but that blocks, of course. Sonam in advantage now. Inside of the corner. On board with Morris now. Morris taking on the wide line. And that's a pass through for Sonam now. But I'm guessing that Morris will have an answer to that. That tricky turn one. Ultimate Sin, he's also there, and looking on the timing screen, it's staying steady between P3 and P4. Let's see Sonam. He did lose some time on the fight with Morris, but is he gaining? Is he gaining on Kevin now? You will see that in a lap or two. P5, Eric, he's now 5 seconds behind Ultimate Sim. With TS040 in P6 now. Going a bit better now for him than the first laps. Mike in P7. And Cullinan in P8. But Cullinan, that's the big question mark. Cullinan, he's on the medium tires, and he will probably be able maybe to run to the end even. And Kevin again, previous lap a 1:43.0, fastest lap of the race. But his fuel is going down. Unfortunately, here on the live stream, on my screen, I cannot see how much time race there is still left. Thank you very much, Gran Turismo 7. Just like previous round, I have to follow these guys, look at, because I only see the amount of laps that they are doing and no timing clock. Sonam not gaining time, but he can still go a long way. Oh, and it looks like Ultimate Sim got past Morris. Sorry that we missed that, guys. Like I said, we still have ways to go. We're not there yet. Like in the first phase of the race, we saw a lot of things happening. Not incidents between drivers, but penalty times. And a few mistakes from drivers that gave them damage. And Sonam, he's coming into the pit. fresh Hankook tires on it and fueling up. A different strategy plan from this team towards the rest. Like we saw Colin, and also he's also on a complete different strategy. And we do see Kevin on 41 seconds now, but he still has to come in. He has to come in. So with Morris, with Sonam and Colin, good to go. So this is going to be again really interesting, just like previous rounds. Those pit stops are Kevin coming into the pit lane now. Let's see where Kevin now will come out. Watch out, Kevin, on that pit exit. You cross that pit exit line. Ultimate sin here. He doesn't have to pit, he can keep going in P2. 15.5 seconds. Time is going down. Will be around 15.3, I think. Between these guys, and watch out, because Morris here. In P3, 2.4 seconds. TS040, 9 seconds. Oh, and a big spin out there for... Oh, with engine damage. Oh, that's unfortunate for TS040. I hope he stays clear of everybody. The minimap is clear. He can go back on track. Now the damage will automatically repair in a few moments. He does have another car coming up. So I'm sure he's gonna move out of the way. Eric, if you can't flash with your lights, you're allowed to do that to notify TS040 that you're there. Okay, well, his car is repaired again. Just in time, Eric comes there. Completely not the race that TS040 would want to do this evening. Not working out for him. And Morris pit lane now. Now remember, for these guys, after the race, results will be posted tomorrow, not this evening anymore, tomorrow, as a full watch of the replay will be done, and this towards pit entry, that everybody complied to the rule as was asked by the race director. And we have TS040 and Mike now in the pit lane. Mike is on the pit out. Both drivers are on pit out. They are good to go, and so are Kevin. 17.5 seconds now on Ultimate Sin. I do apologize, just a second. I do apologize for Ultimate Sin that I spelled his PSN wrong and I put sim instead of sin on the poster. Now quickly, just a drink for a second for me. So next round will be Suzuka, and that will be with the GT3 McLaren. Definitely going to be also an interesting round. And then of course the final round, Le Mans, where these guys can choose between the 4 championship cars that they have been driving. That will be a free choice. What they're gonna use for that, they're gonna have to think that one through. There is no limit on the amount of cars. It's not that there is said only 3 Lambos, only 3 AMGs. No, it's free choice, so. And back to a leader. He has 20 seconds now on Ultimate Sin. P2 for Ultimate Sin. Sonam in P3 at the moment. He just did set his fastest lap of the race. Morris P4. I think he just did the pit stop, so Eric also has come in P5. Colin and now P6. We have to watch out for him because he's on the mediums. He's just been going around and around and around. Now I see on the timing screen saying 3 times pit stop. Lap 15, 16, 17, that's not right, that's not correct. So I know that the timing here on Gran Turismo 7 also gets it wrong. TSO4, he also would have done 3 pit stops, but that's not correct. It's like with everybody, but fastest lap now for Mike. It's now that it comes down to lapping, not getting damaged, not taking penalties now. In the beginning of the race we had a massive amount of penalty times for the drivers. Now, penalty time here is needed to be turned on, because otherwise you can go cut that chicane like nothing. And so on. He's also improving his time now. Just a reminder for everybody watching, I cannot see the clock, the race clock, go down. I only see the amount of laps, and so I'm going a bit wide there over the grass. Saves it. That shows that Sonam is pushing it. He's 15 seconds behind Ultimate Sim. Yeah, lost a bit of time there. I'm in P4 Morris, and he's got Eric behind him. Yeah, 2.2 seconds for Eric. We'll wait onto the final sector, the final corner, and then we'll go around for a lap with Eric, who is hunting Morris down. The Dutch hunting the South African down. And here we go through the final corner, and let's go on board with Eric or Playborst. Enrico Playborst, the man that has done the most WTRC World Tour Racing Club races since the existence of the World Tour Racing Club. It's about 3 years. I think he has done probably, I think he has skipped like 5 or something like that. That's it. Through the chicane he goes, holding on, power out of there. The tricky corner a bit here, and then it's power down. Step by step he's gaining a little bit of ground on Morris. Morris and Eric, two guys actually that have driven a lot of World Tour Racing Club races. They're always up for a fight. Very nice and fair play drivers. And Eric just set his best race lap so far, 1:44.5. Well done by Eric. He is definitely trying to hunt on Morris. We know Morris has good speed this evening. He's proven that and that's a purple sector time now for Eric, going through the chicane. That gains him again 3/10. A little bit of sliding there from Morris, but that's everybody struggling a bit there with the Lambo. Cutting in a bit in from Eric. He did lose some speed there, a bit wide there, but he's alright with that. Power out onto the start-finish straight. And at the meantime, up front, 30 seconds for Kevin on Ultimate Sim. Now I think that Ultimate Sim has something like, I'm not gonna push that limit. Very steady pace of him, 45s, 45s, 45s. He has 9 seconds on Sonam. So why take risks if you're within like 5 seconds or something? Alright, about 30 seconds. I probably would also take and choose the safe way. Sonam in P3, he has 18.9 seconds on Morris, so he has no worries on that. But he is hunting on Ultimate Sin. A few laps back it was 15 seconds, it's 7 seconds now, 7.7. And we are on the final lap, guys, the final lap for Sue Kevin. Great race by Kevin. No penalties, all clean, all clear. With one big disaster last week hitting him where we couldn't do really anything for him, unfortunately. He now comes in as double as strong, and Morris, Eric and Colin, and their time is up. That's over. They have hit the checkered flag. TSO40 also. We still have Mike out there. Kevin, Ultimate Sin and Sonam. These three guys. I don't know what Kevin. Yeah, congratulations, Kevin. Cross that line, please. Well done. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Well done. That's a nice comeback from last week. Ultimate Sin. Last corner. Across the line he goes. Congratulations, Ultimate Sin. Great race. And Sonam, having struggled with penalties in the beginning and just taking a checkered flag, P3. Well done, guys, well done. Great race, great race, great race. From pole position to the finish line, it's victory for Sue Kevin. No problem, Andrew. My pleasure, man, on hosting and streaming. Nice race, guys. Well done. I myself have to save, of course, the replay. And then let's go congratulate. And I always congratulate actually everybody. Congratulations to the podium, Kevin, Sonam, Ultimate Sin. That was it for this round, round 3. At Watkins Glen, we are now moving the caravan to Suzuka, Japan for round 4. And round 4 we are taking the GT3 McLaren. Definitely it's going to be again an interesting round, and we hope to see you all back then, back here on the live stream on YouTube. Come join us for a nice 50-60 minute race. We saw the battles going on today. And today it was definitely a penalty battle for a lot of the drivers. I guess almost everybody that hit that penalty, unfortunately. But a great race today, guys. Great race today. Thanks for joining, and we will see you back for round 4. here on the World Tour Racing Club YouTube channel. For me, it's goodbye, and we'll see you all back very soon. Good evening and enjoy your weekend, guys. Bye bye.